Hi everyone, it's Susie from Girl Gone Green, and today I'm going to show you how I apply my concealer. It's really important to prep your skin first with some sort of moisturizer or oil. I really like Alpenbeauty's Plant Genius Melt Moisturizer. I just tap a little bit underneath my eye. I like to use my ring finger since it has the least amount of muscles, so you're not drawing your skin down or pulling it at all. So I'll just tap it in under both eyes, really making sure that they're hydrated and that they don't look dry. If you have dry under eyes, then you're going to have the concealer look crepey, and we don't want that. So I just like to wait around 5 minutes for it to dry and really make sure that it's not still wet. So once it's dry, I will then apply the concealer and just press that in. So I'm going to be using the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. I love this concealer. It really works for under the eye area, plus it works for blemishes and redness. So I just tap a little bit and I do an inverted triangle. This really helps to brighten the whole under eye area and the whole face and kind of give you like an instant facelift versus just applying the concealer right across your under eye area. Then I'm just gonna tap it in and blend it in again with my ring finger. You'll be able to see the difference too with my left eye and how it looks so much brighter, and that side looks just really well concealed versus my right side that hasn't been concealed yet. That concealer really helped to just minimize the tired eyes. A little bit of that dark circle, as you can see, makes such a difference. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is the other side. Again, we're gonna do the inverted triangle. This really helps to brighten up your whole face and really make a statement. Make sure you use the ring finger so you're using the least amount of muscles and really helping to just blend all of that in with a tapping motion. Such a difference, right? I love how that looks. Next, I'm going to apply a mattifying powder. I love Beauty Counters. It's just a translucent powder that really helps to set your under eye concealer. I love this for not getting any creasing and really helping it to last the whole day and just have that longevity with a concealer. I just like taking a little bit onto my fingers. I never really use a brush, just my fingers, because I feel it really picks up the least amount of product, which is what you want. You don't want that much product. And then I just press it in and tap it into my skin. This really helps to also minimize any sort of dewiness or wetness that might have come from the concealer. You don't want it to look wet or dewy underneath your eyes because that can dry your eye down. As you can see on my left, it actually looks really nice, whereas on my right, there's like a little bit of puffiness still, and you can kind of tell it looks a little bit more tired maybe, whereas my left side, it looks a little bit more set and less puffy. And that really is from the mattifying powder. It makes such a difference. I always tell people that's a little trick you can use is just add a little translucent powder to your under eye area after concealing, because it really will help dry your eye up and help set your concealer for the rest of the day. So now I'm actually going to take the Ilia True Skin Serum concealer again, and I'm going to just conceal on the bridge of my nose where I have some redness underneath my nose. This is typically where I apply the concealer. And then I'm also going to show you guys a few other areas you can kind of conceal with and highlight. I like to do it right above my brows and kind of in between my forehead. This really helps to highlight your face overall, little highlighting and contouring action. Also, just hitting any of those hyperpigmentation spots that I have. This is a great concealer that really helps to cover those. First, I'm going to actually define my lips. I really like this for defining the lips, or you can also do underneath your brows as well, because this is really going to give you that eye lift, that instant eye lift, and also get foundation or concealer in your hair, oops. But yeah, it really helps to lift your eye area up when you defined underneath the brows. So now I'm actually going to take my fingers and just really blend that in. I typically use fingers. I also have a brush at the end that I'm going to share with you. If you prefer a brush, you could use a big beauty blender too if you are into beauty tools, but I just love using my fingers. It's super easy and one less thing. I really like it for defining the lips. So as I was mentioning, especially if you're going to wear lipstick, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute here, how I apply a lipstick and how I use a concealer to really maximize a lipstick look. So just blending that all in, this is really going to help just brighten up my whole look and really define those brows and bring up my whole eye area. Makes such a difference, right? Okay, now I'm going to take Hint Beauty's Duet Perfecting Concealer, and I'm just going to apply it right on top of my lips. This really helps to neutralize any sort of color in my lips. So that way when I apply my lipstick, it's not competing with my lip color. This is especially great for red lipsticks or any sort of bold lip. You really want to just maximize the pigment in the lipstick and not compete with your lips. So I love just applying a little bit of concealer on top of the lip so that way the color just stands out really nicely. Another thing that it works really well for is it helps to just keep the lipstick on, and it really helps to act as almost a base for the lipstick and a primer. So pretty, right? Okay, now I'm going to use the Hint Beauty Duet Perfecting Concealer again. I'm actually going to use this Jenny Patinkin Conceal Buff Brush. It's really great for concealing. I love it if you're looking for a concealer brush. This one's really good. I love that it has kind of like fluffy dome, but it also is a really nice way to blend out your concealer, especially under the eye area, or if you do have a blemish that you're trying to cover. It does a really great job of just kind of spreading it. You can also use it to the side too. That's really nice and press it in like that. So a lot of different ways to use this brush. I will make sure and leave links for it so you guys can check it out. And that's the look.